Hey, where is he? Where's Alfred? Did he retire? Did he go? Was he look on?
How was day one? How was day one?
Okay, sorry. How was day one?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know.
We'll have to talk about that, but
Yeah, sorry. All right, start again. Start again. Go.
How was day one?
It was fine. It was good. Yeah. Good intensity and shut up. Yeah, it was good intensity and yeah. I mean, it was more focused since our preseason. You want serious answer? Since our preseason is so small this year, there's more attention to detail. Not from coaches; they just provide us with stuff. But as players, just being more receptive and just trying to really get as much as we can out of their practices. Trying to obtain as much as we can. For the new guys, it's obviously a different. The terminology is different, so they're getting up to date on that. It's English, mate. They'll get over it quick, mate. Yeah, that's fine. So then, yeah, pretty much that's it, mate.
Melo described you as a monster from Game of Thrones. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a bit rude, but yeah.
Steven, what's the toughest adjustment when you get to playing next to a guy that's different than the guy you had the year before? You know, last year you had to play next to Domas. This year, presumably, you're really starting with Carmelo.
Yeah.
What's the toughest adjustment in starting that?
What's the toughest adjustment?
Yeah, what's the toughest thing you have to adjust to playing next to a new guy?
Well, it's just specifically, it's pretty much just their tendencies. It's a lot different playing against someone and knowing their tendencies on defense than playing with them and knowing their tendencies, if that makes sense. So you just got to get used to it, like what they look for, what their reads are off screens and stuff like that. It's just, but that just comes with time, mate. You can't rush that. You just have to go through all the bad stuff first. Yeah, should be good, mate.
Is it more difficult when you're facing a team that switches the way that like a Golden State does and has a lot of guys who can play a lot of different positions and they're interchangeable like that?
Is it more difficult?
Is it more difficult to adjust to playing with a new player when you're playing those teams?
It really depends on your set and what you're trying to get out of it and who's on the floor and how you're trying to expose them. Because if they're switching, they're exposing something on their end. But that player has to be able to capitalize off that. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it's hard to say, like a lot of teams switches like that, but exposing them when they're at their weak spot, their little window of opportunity, if you could somehow capitalize off that with that player, which we have enough talent to see it and we have the good coaches to actually see it or whatever, plan for it, then yeah, that makes sense.
Were there any
that makes sense.
were there any aspects of practice today where you could see your offensive firepower and just how explosive it could be?
Could I see it?
Yeah, I mean, any drills you ran or aspects of practice where?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's different. I mean, you could do a layup line, mate, and say, "Wow, I mean, everyone made a layup." I mean, that's offensive, but like, it's just it really comes down to the game. What we do in games and how disciplined we are at running sets, because yeah, that's what it's going to come down to. It's just our discipline on offense, both ends, but in your case, offensively, our discipline to run the plays and our timing and patience. That's what's going to come down to spacing as well.
The new guys obviously have to get situated, but is it kind of a different thing for you guys who were here last year too, trying to get situated to them and to try to work into a new style or other things that you might be doing this year you didn't last year?
So the guys that are here, are they adjusting to?
Well, do you guys have to adjust to things that the guys who were here last year? Do you guys feel like you still have to adjust to them as well?
Oh yes, it's a vice versa thing, because where they are at their best, we have to get used to that, if that makes sense. And defensively as well, whatever they can do, then we'll accommodate that. But it's just like this five-man thing. If someone is lacking in one area, then the other's got to pick them up in that area. Yeah.
You're good.
Good.
Do you think the addition of Paul George and Carmelo helps you play at your best? Go play to your strengths and the things that you're the best at in terms of a role and what you're asked to do?
Do they help?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Because they're high caliber players, they're just like Russ. They attract so much attention. But it's not just me. It's everyone on the floor. So obviously Russ attracts a lot of attention. That's going to open up PG. PG's going to attract a lot of attention. You know what I mean? Again, it comes down to the set that we run and how disciplined and efficient we run it in order to make them scramble. Once you get a team scrambling, it's really easy from there to get really great shots. Yeah.
I know it's first day of training camp, but can you just talk about what you've learned from Paul George and Carmelo so far, just the first day, first impression?
What have I learned from them?
First impression.
First impression. I'll play with them. Yeah, I mean they're good lads, mate. They're good. They're just obviously they're just here to win, mate, which is cool, which is always good. Yeah, but they were great. It's hard to say on the first day. It's just, you know what I mean. But they're good dudes. That's all that matters. Give you a better answer in a couple of days, mate, if you want to ask me.
Anybody else?
What's your first impression of them as people?
As people?
Yeah, not as players.
Top blokes, yeah, they're top blokes, mate. That's what comes first. That's what comes first, and then the player, whatever they do, it's like, oh yeah, whatever. You know, because you have your on-court persona, and then you have the off-court. But if your off-court is good, then you're a good guy. Then you could do whatever on-court. You could punch one of the teammates in the face, mate. It's like, that's okay with me, mate. You know, you're good. It's all good in my books.
Or call you a monster.
Huh?
Or call you a monster.
Yeah, that's too far. That's where we draw the line. That's too far. Right, lads.